For this video, I wanted to quickly go over how wireless systems work in Eclipsis, because that's something I had a lot of trouble with when I was a new player. I basically ended up not using them at all until I was about rank 1600, and I see a lot of new players also struggling to understand it, so this is what this video is about. Respawned in, let me just make a wall pump. Okay, so there are two types of wireless connections. The ones between two transceivers, and the ones between distributors and distributor caps. So if you upgrade a well pump, on the second upgrade it will have a small built-in distributor, which is basically the same as a distributor you can build under the technology and wireless tab. Okay, let's upgrade this. Yeah, this is what it looks like on the well pump, and this is what it looks like here. Pretty similar. Okay, so what a distributor does is it takes iridium from the pipe, and then it wirelessly transmits iridium either to your backpack or distributor caps. So for example, if I was to make a turret here, let's do two turrets, then I could go to iridium, special, tech, and distributor cap, and put them here. So each distributor is going to give iridium to the cap wirelessly. So each connection is 25 iridium per second. So right now they are receiving up to 50 per second, but they're receiving 0 because they are full. Each distributor cap has 50 capacity. Oftentimes, if you're making a point defense, you would want to have two distributor caps, because point defenses can use more than 25 radian per second. But in our case, we have two distributors, so we would only need one, because that's still going to give us 50 radian per second. Okay, so we can place this here. So distributor and distributor caps are often used to power things like defenses wirelessly, but they can also be used for things you wouldn't really expect, like, say, an arsenal. Also, yes, they're useful for shields as well. So if you put one distributor cap here, that is not going to be enough, because each distributor cap stores only 50 iridium. So let's put a 4-way here. Now it can store up to 150. So we'll be able to buy the SMG, the assault rifle, but not the minigun, because that's more than 150. So we can either place a lot more distributor caps, or we can connect a tank to this, for example, and connect more storage to this. Now the tank will fill up, and you'll be able to buy everything in the arsenal. So distributor caps can receive iridium, but they cannot give iridium. So this is like a one-way thing. So you can buy this, and it's the laser drill now. Okay, now there is another type of wireless connection that is also used, which is between two transceivers. So let's make a transceiver here. Let's make one here. For this to work, you do need 2 or more transceivers. And how this works is this transceiver will get the iridium from this pipe and this system, and give it to this one if it senses that it needs iridium. So okay, let's build a tank, for example, and let's connect it to this. So since that system was full, and this one isn't, this transceiver will receive iridium from that one, and it will fill up this tank. This goes to a maximum of 100 iridium per second, and it also has 50 capacity. Oftentimes, if you're using transceivers, you're gonna make one of them on a tower. So make 5 ladders, and then just put a transceiver up there. I myself put 2 transceivers like this, because each transceiver is 100 iridium per second, and sometimes you need more than that, like for a barge, a fabricator barge. They can use a lot more than 100 per second. So we'd bring a pipe up, connect it like this. And like that. Alright, now let's look at some useful applications of both the transceiver and distributor. The most obvious example is a barge. So let's make one of those. Okay, let's connect this. So if you're on the 3rd hover level, your barge will only have about 30 seconds of hovering. And you're going to want more iridium on it. Tanks are oftentimes not a good solution, and neither are condensers, because they don't produce anything at this level. So instead, let's make a little transceiver tower. And you can do this however you want, but what I usually do is I put 2 T-junctions like this, and then 2 distributors. I add 2 distributors so that it transfers more iridium per second without me having to add more distributor caps to everything. Okay, so now these distributors will get iridium from the transceiver towers and will power the barge. We can also, for example, place some point defenses, some arc turrets, and a spawn, and let this build. Alright, so now we can connect these. And we can also connect a spawn. So the spawn will only receive iridium, and which makes it a lot more likely to be full at all times. Now we can take this barge, go away from the starter base with it, and still have power because of the transceiver towers. So for example, if we were to build fabricators here, which we should have done at the spawn island instead. Alright, I made a few distributors. Now, let's say we already had them, and if you wanted to... Alright, we could just go here with the barge, put some oil pumps down, and the process of expanding would be a lot faster. Usually when you have a little sprawl like this, you'd put turrets on top of the fabricators, and then just put a few arc turrets around here, and you would connect them